was changed and made new when an angel made his dream come true. And now he brings his dream to you. In a spoonful Paolo.
Previously on A Spoonful of Paolo.
When I think about walking in your father's store 10 years ago,
I don't even know what to say.
I know. And I'm with you on that.
What goes in your mind, like just sitting here, and this is where 25 years of success happened for you. I love that.
Yeah. How and who you choose to be in these precious days that will be the sum of your life.
Not bad, right?
Okay, not bad as a one.
Okay. Now, this past year, Gail, your BFF, obviously, she's posted some things on Instagram, and she likes to call it stars, they're just like us, okay?
Oh,
so
really?
I have 3 of my favorite, and I want to just show you them quickly, okay?
Okay.
So you have this one over here. I think you're cleaning your dog's poop on the rug, which, did you get that stain off, or do you even remember?
Yes, I did.
Okay, good. This made headline
Let me
news.
see where it was. Where?
That was, I think, at your house, Gail said.
Oh, yeah, that is. Oh. Layla had pooped on the floor.
Oh,
and
Layla.
I did not.
Okay.
The best thing for stain removal if your dog poops is something called Nature's Miracle.
Oh, we have that for our dog, Nyla.
Unbelievable.
'Cause I saw you use this. Yep.
Yeah, Nature's Miracle. It excites
Hey, all
me.
you animal lovers. Okay, you said it.
Excites me every time you go. First, but this is what you got to do. You got to use a little club soda.
Okay. Yep.
Take it up with the club soda
Dampen
first.
with the
Dampen the
yeah,
club
yes,
soda.
yes.
Then you go over the club soda thing. Then you spray it. Don't try to spray it first.
Because it just makes it worse.
Yeah, it makes it
then.
worse.
Yeah.
Do the club soda. Then Nature's Miracle. It is a miracle.
Sometimes I wonder what you don't know.
No, that poop just disappears. You watch that little poop stain go, and it disappears. It's one of the most exciting things in the world. I mean,
Did you end up fixing that toilet then that made national news
Yes.
around the country? Did you fix it, or is it just
well,
you called?
This is the thing about tweets. We were getting ready to go hiking. That's
Okay.
why I'm wearing the hat.
Okay.
We're on the way to hike. I said, Gail, are you ready? And this is the guest bathroom at my house in Maui. And she says, she goes, my toilet won't stop running. I go, okay, let me fix that. And I took the top off, and what it was is the little chain.
Oh, that hooks onto
the ball.
Yes,
the little chain had fallen off.
Oh, so you were getting the chain to hook it back onto the.
Yeah, that's what I was doing. And it worked. Of course it does.
Okay, good. And then you found some bargain. You found a good sale.
But let me tell you how I figured that out.
Tell me.
Because earlier, Stedman's was running. I could hear his running. And I couldn't tell. I'd never fixed a toilet before. So what I did was I walked around and I looked at all the other, I took all the other tops off. Then I took a picture of his and said, what's different about that than that? And it was a chain.
Oh my God.
That's
See?
how I figured it out.
Genius. You're a genius. That's what you really are. You're a genius. I love it. You know, in O Magazine, it was back in January, you wrote a What I Know For Sure column. And I ended up, it's in your book that it came out last week, What I Know For Sure, which everyone needs to get this.
Because it is a nice little gift,
yes,
isn't it?
Yes, it is. Holidays are coming up, yes. And I'm going to read you the one that I just fell in love with because it's about your story. And you write, I'm still trying to wrap my head around the idea that little girl from Mississippi who grew up holding her nose in an outhouse now flies on her own plane.
Yeah.
My own plane. To Africa to help girls who grow up like her.
Yeah.
Amazing Grace, how sweet the sound. How proud would that little girl be of you today? Because when I read that, that's what I wanted to know.
Really kind of unimaginable, I would have to say. Because at the time that I grew up, an airplane was a thing. Number one, that the idea of even flying on one was like inconceivable. And it was something that white people did. It wasn't something that would ever occur to me that could happen to me. And I was actually on my plane when I was writing that, either coming back from or going to South Africa, and just was like, whoa, this is doing that thing that I talk about. You need to try to take this in. It's like, I always say this, Paolo, I've said this for years, God can dream a bigger dream than you could ever dream for yourself. Having an airplane is not something that was ever even in my, periphery.
But isn't that amazing? Like, I think it's just because you don't know what's coming your way. But if you just keep, that's why I always tell everyone, everyone has a dream. find it and work for it. That's what I really want to know from you. What do you know for sure about dreaming big? Because they're all out there, the owners, the dreamers, the Spoonful, everyone who's watching. I want them to get inspired by my story, by being here. So what do you know for sure about dreaming big?
What I know for sure about dreaming big is what Paolo Coelho says in The Alchemist, that
I bought that book yesterday.
Yes, wherever you are, the universe will rise up to meet you with the dream. But this is the thing. The dream has to be a pure dream. This is the thing that people miss. That is also true for the law of attraction. We're going to be doing energy of attraction with Deepak Chopra for November 3rd. And the mistake that people make is they're like, well, I wish for it and I really want that and that didn't happen. You have to be in pure alignment with whatever it is you're wishing for.
Yeah.
So your heart has to be pure and your intention has to be pure in order for it to come in.
Yes, and if it's not,
it doesn't come through.
Yes.
It does not come through if you really are in fear or resentment or resistance toward it. So if you really want something, but deep down inside, like your real intention is, I'm not going to get it, I'm not going to get it, I don't deserve it, I don't know, nothing good ever happens to me, that energy will block whatever it is from coming towards you. So the universe rises up to meet you in the purest of your heart. Like, people think, for example, oh, I want to be famous, or I want to be able to sing, or I want to, like for you, I want to be able to act. What you really wanted was to be able to use your voice.
Yes. Yes.
Yes. And so God, I always say the universe, God, all that is, can dream a bigger dream for you than you can dream for yourself, because it knows the specifics. You can know the general. You can say, I want to be able to use my life to help other people. I can feel that inside myself. Well, then you ask the universe, show me what that is.
Yeah.
Show me what that is.
I mean, that's how I felt doing Will and Grace, General Hospital, and some other little gigs. I knew that that's what I saw, and that's what I thought I wanted to be.
That's right.
But then when something didn't feel right inside, and then it's like I got more joy by being myself and using this voice, and you talked about it on the last Oprah show, and I feel like this, like getting people, celebrities on the show, I mean, it's work. It's a lot of work, but when you love something so much and it comes to you naturally, I like doing it.
But I say this to everybody, you know, the reason why you're here is because there's something that only you can do the way you can do it. For every person who's here on earth, there is that thing, whatever that is for you.
Yeah.
And whatever it is your heart is calling you to do, you have to offer that to something that's bigger than yourself. You have to say, here, I feel this. I really want this. I have a desire for this, which obviously you did. This is what I know when I walked into that store that day. That doesn't happen by accident.
Yeah.
A lot of different things have
People
to conspire.
don't know that, but true.
No.
The whole beginning,
No.
Yes.
Nothing like that. Nothing
Yes.
that is that big of a moment in your life happens by accident. That is no accident that I would just happen to come into that store on that day.
Yeah.
And no.
Yeah.
It means all the energetic fields are conspiring with you and for you. And in order to do that, your heart has to be in a pure place. And sometimes, I would say this to people, sometimes you're really being discontent with something really opens up the space for you to see what you really do want. I mean, I know in the years when I was being a news reporter and really disliking it, I just inside myself, I thought, God, I hate this. I hate this.
Can you imagine if you were still there and like if you didn't listen to the inner voice?
I knew that I would slowly die if I was still there.
Yeah.
I knew that a part of me, and I think,
That's how I
you
felt
know,
at the
there's
store.
emotional death. Emotional. You felt that at the
Yes,
store?
yeah.
You know, my father had a store too.
Yeah, I remember you
That's
told
why
me,
I
that
felt
at East Bank Club. I
Yeah,
remember that conversation.
Yeah, my father
and
had
in
a
the
store
bus.
too. If I had to still be at my father's store, a part of me would have died doing that. I could not have been effective. I could not have been healthy or whole if I just did that.
Your father said what my father still says. It's a good paycheck. I remember
Yes,
he said it. It's a good paycheck.
But if
it's
I was
drilled in it.
still
Yeah.
at
Then
my
look,
father's market,
look.
I would not be. I couldn't have done it. I couldn't have survived that and been healthy and whole. I couldn't have done it. And so the same thing is true for everybody else. And it's not to say, oh, gee, that's beneath me. It just that, you know, my heart yearned for something, you know,
Bigger.
greater.
And greater, yeah.
Yeah, just did.
Let me end with this. You know, Patrick, can you bring that up here? 'cause we all, I know everybody's watching, we have so many great teachers, and you know who your great teachers are, okay?
Yeah.
So for me, and I remember all my teachers who have helped me.
Oh, it's a little blue box.
Who have helped me. But for you, Oprah Winfrey, you have been the best teacher for me. You taught me something that, that my teachers didn't. I have the best parents, but you were able to teach me something that they didn't either, and that is to really love yourself and to be who you are. And if you didn't put that in me, I wouldn't be here today. So I just want to say from the bottom of my heart, thank you, because these 10 years of my life have been such a joy. And every time I book a guest, when we're done, I write in my journal how grateful, the great things, the bad things. But there's always a little bit like, thank you to Miss Winfrey, because when I met you 10 years ago, I started by saying Miss Winfrey. And now, because you said Miss Winfrey, call me Oprah, but I called you that because to me, you were a teacher. And I called my teachers, everyone by, Mrs. Holmes, Mr. Jones, Mrs. this.
Duncan.
Yeah, Mrs. Duncan. So that's
Yeah.
why. So this is just a little something. I want you to open this from Patrick and I in a spoonful of Paolo. Just to say thank you.
It's a Tiffany box. It's a
Just a
Tiffany
little
box.
something.
I love a little something in a Tiffany box.
A little something for you.
Oh, it's an apple for the teacher.
There's a little engraving.
And it
Read this one
says-
first. Over here. Read that first. That
Read
part.
this first.
Yeah.
It says, Ms. Winfrey, you learned. Oh, now see. I'm going to tear up. You learned, you taught, you got, you gave. Love, Paolo and Patrick. Dream big, hashtag. Oh, beautiful. Now this I shall treasure.
Just to remind you that you are one of the best teachers, and all of us just thank you so much.
It's a crystal apple. This I shall treasure. Thank you, Paolo.
You're welcome.
Thank you.
No, you're welcome.
Spoonful of.
Thank you, Oprah.
Oh,
Thank
beautiful,
you.
beautiful,
Mwah.
beautiful, beautiful.
Oh, thank you, Oprah. And don't
Beautiful.
forget, all of you can get Oprah's book. Don't forget, you can get it anywhere.
Oh,
Amazon.
you can get the book. It's a great little gift and
So
a
good.
bedside thing.
So good. And then you go to Oprah.com. You can check. There's more tour dates coming up, so check on that. I mean, I can't wait to come see you in San Jose. It's going to be great. From
be a
all
big
the social
party
media,
night.
people are saying this past weekend it was great.
Yeah.
So I cannot wait. And
San Jose, that's going to be our big
yeah,
tequila
I
shot
can't
night.
wait. I can't wait. So I'm gonna just let me feel this. Let me be present and just say
You're on
thank
the
you.
Oprah stage.
This
We
is-
don't do this,
Before
babe.
you came down here, I
We don't do
said a
this.
little prayer to God and I thanked Him. And I want you to know that I really am never gonna forget this. And I really, really mean this when I
You
say
know how
thank
big
you.
this
Just
is?
amazing, amazing.
Big.
And the
Thank you.
pictures of us, I just love
Oh,
it. So
that's
thank you
fantastic.
for trusting me, and thank you all for watching Spoonful of Paolo. And we love you and dream big.
Spoonful of Paolo.
I love you, Oprah. Bye, everyone. We'll see you next time.
Bye.
Thank you. Thank you so much.
That was good.
Thank you very much.
Good job.